Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in, watching Gio's Latin Table. I'm your Latin chef. Today we're making bacalaitos, cod fritters. It's a great appetizer, great to entertain guests, even as a side for your rice and beans. This would be great. So what I've done so far now, I've kind of fine chopped some onion, some red pepper, and some garlic. I have here about maybe 5 or 6 garlic cloves and a little bit of each of the rest of the ingredients. And I'm chopping some cilantro, which I'm gonna add to the mix. So like I mentioned last time, I like to give my food not just flavor, but color and texture. So like that, when you're eating, you have a part in your mouth, you're having fun while you're eating, you're enjoying your meal. So we're gonna add here 2 cups of all-purpose flour, okay? I also added a tablespoon of baking powder to this. I'm gonna add those ingredients that I chopped up into there. I'm gonna chop up some of this cilantro. Again, it's gonna give it color and flavor. I'm gonna add half of a little envelope of the sazon. And this is basically not really much to give it flavor, but to give it color as well. Now, the cod, earlier I went ahead and I boiled it because it was kind of salty in the package. So I took half of the package. I was not gonna plan to make that much bacalaitos today, but I boiled it for 20 to 25 minutes to take the salt off of it so it won't be that salty. And once I finished, I went ahead and rinsed it with cold water. And this is kind of the end result. So I'm gonna break this up. So I have all my mixture in there. I put my dry and I put the other herbs that I was gonna do it. Now I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. You can add beer if you like to make your batter. And that's 1 cup. And what I did, I saved some of that water that I had the cod soaked in, so to give it flavor. And I'm gonna now add a little bit more of the water. Don't recommend you put all of it in one shot because again, you may just water it down too much. So what we're looking for is like kind of a consistency of a pancake batter mixture. Just a little bit more in there. So this looks pretty good. Now, I had some codfish in there, so I saved some on the side, and I'll put just a little bit more in. So like that, when I'm making the bacalaitos, the fritters, I'm gonna put some on top. You don't wanna mix it too much because you don't wanna break up all the codfish in there. So that right now is good. So we'll mix now the bacalaitos. Again, we're gonna add just a little bit more of the cod on there. And we're gonna just drop them, so like that. Everyone's gonna get some cod fish in their fritters. Yeah, many years ago when I went to these festivals in Puerto Rico and other places where they sold the bacalaitos, my experience was that I bought a bacalaito, but it had no bacalao. I didn't taste it. I didn't feel no chunks. So now I want to really deliver that bacalaito or cod in the fritters. They don't have to stay that long in there. It's probably maybe less than a minute on each side. You'll see the edges getting brown. And you can feel when you're gonna grab it, they're already a little crispy. So we'll start turning these. We're looking for that nice golden color, if you can see right here. So we're finishing this last batch. I turned them around. They're crispy. Oh, by the way, make sure you have your heat at least a medium. Not too high, and not too low. Otherwise, it's just going to get soggy. Not high enough. You want to get that crisp. So we're going to get that in a medium heat. And you can see how nice and beautiful they look. You see the cilantro in there. You see the red peppers. And you can see a little bit of the bacalao also, that cod in there. So get these out. I put a paper towel underneath to soak up a little bit of the grease. Get that oil filter out. This is our cod fritters. A little garnish there with some cilantro. I made some aioli with this, kind of dipping sauce for my guest. And let's try this out. Dipping sauce has some garlic and cilantro, some lemon juice in there. You can taste the bacalao, that crunch just comes out. Remember, textures. Really good. Please subscribe, share, and try these out. When you have your family over, your guests over, they're really good. Makes a great appetizer. Thanks for watching The Latin Chef at Gio's Latin Table.